Okay, so today we're going to discuss a little bit about, relationship, bad relationship, good relationship, that kind of thing. I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal relationship. Okay, so a lot of people, they say, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, sorry, there's noise in the back." But like, "Ooh, you're lucky. You have a good guy. Oh my gosh, you're lucky." And I don't know. The problem with, I guess, why people might think like, "Oh, you're lucky." The problem is I dated other guys in the past. And I could tell by the relationship that it wasn't going to go nowhere. It's just like for fun right now at the moment. And what I did was one day I just got up and I said, "No, I deserve better than this. I deserve better." And then I ended it, and I ended the relationship and I went on. I took maybe like a year to myself to figure out what it is that I want in a relationship. And then that I went to look for it. I went to look for what I want, because the problem with women today in our society is that sometimes they're with women, whatever, and they know it's not going anywhere at all, but then they choose to stick around just to have somebody around. And my thing is, why do that so you can be miserable? And then when you see happy relationship, you're jealous of what? My thing is, if you're dating someone and you know it's not going nowhere, it's best to end it, and then go find what it is that you're looking for. So many women out there, they feel like they're stuck in relationship that they don't want to be in just so they could have somebody around, and that's not right. So that's why I hate when people look at me, because I met my boyfriend at first. I was dating this guy. I knew it wasn't going nowhere. So one day I woke up and I said, "You know what, I'm done." And then I left them, took some time to myself, and then I met this guy that I end up marrying right now. I met him, we started talking, we got to know each other, and right off the bat, I knew he was the one. You know why? Because it was different than every other guy that I dated. That's why I knew he was the one. So I made a smart decision to, leave my past relationship, because I know it wasn't going nowhere. It was just fun at that moment. And that's what's wrong with a lot of women. They sometimes they get tied down in relationship that was just meant to be for fun. It was just meant to be for fun. It wasn't meant to be serious, just a little fun, and that's all that was. And I met this guy, and we started talking, and I knew he was the one. We took our time. We got to know each other real good and everything, and we've been together since like my late 18s. I got pregnant at 19, had our first son at 20. He's 19. When I was 20 years old, he's 99 now. Um, we got married. I think I was 21 and he was 23 when we got married. We got married in 2013. We've been together for 10 years. We've been married for 6 years. So a lot of people, they look at me and they be like, "Oh my God, she got lucky. She thinks she all of that. She just got lucky with a nice guy." No, I took the time to evaluate the current relationship I was in, and I saw that it wasn't going nowhere. So I made a smart decision within myself to leave that relationship. Most people, they don't leave that relationship. They choose to stay in that relationship that they know is not going to go anywhere. And that's where they messed up at. And then they're unhappy, and then they're just jealous of everybody else that's happy. But my message to you ladies, you men, women, whatever it might be, if you're in a relationship where you're not happy, end it and go find your true happiness. Even if you have to evaluate yourself and figure out what you want, take a year off from dating, or 2 years off to be with yourself and figure out what you want, and that's the right thing to do. Sometimes that's what you have to do. There's no point. Life is short, so life is to be lived, y'all. In my April Jones voice, life is to be lived. You have to live life. Don't live an unhappy life. Live a happy life. You're in a relationship that's not going nowhere, end it. It might seem like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to end it because I can't find nobody else." No, tree not growing on your face. You can't find somebody else, all right? That means there's nothing wrong with you. You can find someone else. There's no need to settle for less when you can have more. So that's my message for you ladies. Find your true happiness. Don't settle for less. Thanks for listening. Yeah, because growing up and stuff around, I seen a lot of people around me, a lot of females around me, you know, that they would, get in all these relationships and then it wouldn't work out, and it was a situation where the people, like, there was no good, and then they just kept talking to them. They stuck around. They was still with them and everything. And I guess growing up and seeing all of this, I just decided, you know what? When I grow up, I'm not going to have no relationship like that. If I'm with somebody and I know it's not going nowhere, I'm going to end it. And I guess I just always kept that mentality that I'm not just gonna settle for less and put up with anything just to have someone around. So that's why I wanted to make this video, so to let all you ladies out there, all you men, whatever out there, to know that you never have to settle for less when it comes to your significant other. You deserve the best and you have to keep going until you find it. You should never settle just so you can wake up next to someone, just so you can see someone's face, just so you can go brag and say, this is mine, that's mine. If you're not happy, you should find your happiness, because life is short and everyone deserves to be happy. So that's why I wanted to make this video today, to tell you all that you never have to settle.